Welcome back to Teacher Log class, and this is a discussion for booklet number 4, the 12 types of heuristic problem sum concept. And this is a pattern concept, type 4, different figure, question 1. Now, look at here. Here it says that the table below shows the number of matchsticks used to make the following patterns. So pattern first, second, and third. It comes to 6, 11, and the third we're not sure. Now, we basically know that this is 6, this is 11. And why is for third one? We can actually count from here. We know that this whole thing is 11, so this whole thing should be 11. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So basically we know that the number of matchsticks we have for third is 60, which is actually A. So A is 60. Now, let's look at B. B here says that how many matchsticks are needed to make the 10 pattern. The first thing you need to recognize is that it actually increases by what? 6 to 11 increase by 5. Second to third increases by 5. So look at here. If it is the first pattern, we don't need increase by 5, right? We don't need increase by 5. So increase by 5, 0 times. If it is second pattern, we need to increase 5 for how many times? For 1 time. So increase 5 by 1 time. If it is third pattern, we need to increase 5 by how many times? 2 times. Look at here. 1, 2. Means that from the first figure, it increase for 2 times. Because if third, need to increase 5 for 2 times. Now, since the question asking that if it is 10 pattern, then need to increase 5 for how many times? We know that you need to increase 5 by 9 times. Okay? Because it's just like -1, right? So basically we know that to look for 10 pattern, we need to have the first pattern plus increase 5 by 9 times. So it will be 6 plus 9 times 5, 5 times 9 is 45, and 6 plus 45 is 51. And that's basically B. And now, let's look at here. How many matchsticks are needed to make the AND pattern? AND pattern basically means that I didn't give you a number, but you just need to tell me that if I know the number, I can substitute inside and I get the number of matchsticks that's needed. So look at here. Since I know that 1 will be 0, 2 will be 1, 3 will be 2, then for sure that actually I know that AND pattern, if it is AND pattern, I need to plus 5, but will be plus by n minus 1 times. Make sense, right? Okay. So it will be C is equal to 6 plus 5. Yes, 5. But we need to times it for n minus 1 times. So basically, as we have learned in algebra, times we don't need to write. It actually can be like this only. Okay. So 6 plus 5 times n is 5n. 5 we need to times with -1 is -5. So 6 minus 1 is 1. So basically the answer is 5n plus 1. And that is the answer for C. However, let me just quickly just review that this one thing. Actually, every time if you know that the concept is like adding a number constantly, actually we can straight away do the formula here like this. Okay, the first formula that you can have is actually A plus n minus 1 times D. This basically means that the first A basically means the first term. This means that the pattern number 1 plus n basically the pattern number, and minus 1, then D basically means the difference. And actually this is exactly what we are doing here. A basically means the first term, n minus 1 we know is 9 in this case, and D basically means the difference, which is 5. Can you see that? Okay. And you will notice that C is what we're doing exactly also. Okay, 6 is the first term, 5 is the difference, and n minus 1 is n minus 1. So it's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, so basically every time if you know that it's increasing constantly, this is which we actually call arithmetic progression, arithmetic sequence. We also actually need to know this one. It'll be much easier. No need to think. Okay. And the second method that you can use is actually the n plus 0 figure. Example, D means the same thing, difference, n basically means a pattern number plus 0 figure. 0 figure means that the pattern number 0. Okay, so for example, let's try this again using the second concept. D means 5. N means what? N means the pattern number, right? Since we are looking for 10, so we times 10. Plus 0 figure. 0 figure basically means pattern 0, right? So it means that pattern 1 is 6. Then what should be pattern 0? We know that it's plus 5, right? So pattern 0 should be 1. So plus 1. So we can see the answer is the same. 5 times 10 is 50 plus 1, which is 51. So actually, it's the same concept, just that see which method that you want to use, okay? I would prefer actually second method. I mean, the concept is the first method, but since you know the concept, you can straight away use the second method to solve the problem, okay? So basically, this is about this question. However, different figures have so many different type of questions. So this is just one of those, the basic one, the easiest one, okay? Anyway, I hope you learned something, and thank you. See you. Bye-bye.